Hey everyone, it's Amador. This is a video response to Sabrina's birthday trinket box challenge. That's craftychica87 here on YouTube. And the funny thing is, I was actually going to enter it, and I got the supplies I wanted, the box that I wanted, and the time just totally flew by, and I got so busy over the weekend I didn't get a chance to. So I literally just finished this a little bit ago. And these are some of the things I used. Some of the things she wanted was pearls, lace, lavender, and stickles, and I stickled the heck out of this one. So I used this lace, I made a rosette, and I just folded it over to make it thicker. And then on top of that, I used this lavender crocheted lace that I found at my local scrapbook store. For this project, I used the 8x8 pack of Graphic 45 Secret Garden, because it had quite a bit of nice little lavender accents to it. And this is just my cute little pin cushion. I found this little suitcase at a craft fair somewhere, and yes, I know my pins are kind of simple and not all that great, but not like the ones I've seen here. But I use a lot of pearls on these, so I wanted to use these, but I keep this in this cute little suitcase. Anyhow, here is the trinket box. Hopefully she likes it. I used one of those boxes from Michael's that have glass all around on each wall, but on the back I did cover it. I first painted it all with this lavender paint. It was folk art, and it said light lavender, but it was pretty purple, so I had to mix it with some wicker white to make sure I had a lighter lavender color. So I painted the entire thing, and then I went and I covered some of it with the paper, and then I also distressed everything with vintage photo. So let's start from the front here. On the top, here is the rosette from the lace that I made, and the lavender lace right there. And then I just layered several flowers. These are some I Am Roses flowers, or the gardenia petals. These are actually cherry blossoms that I made following a tutorial by Lovely Scrappin'. And this, I don't know if you guys can see the stickles on that. Stickled the heck out of it. Is a porcelain rose that I found when I was out in LA with some of my friends. So right here I actually put in some of two of these little pins with pearls and bead caps and these glass pearls as well. And also here's a little cutout from, I don't know if you can see, there we go, a cutout from the collection. And these sprays, it has quite a bit of sprays, and some of these have pearls and these lavender crystals and these other clear crystals, and some of these crocheted flowers from I Am Roses. I just centered them with the pearls, and the bead sprays actually have some as well, and there's some on this side as well. This was actually a garland I found at Michael's, and I just cut it up, and it had several small pieces of it, and I get to use them in different projects. So you can see some of the little sparkle there. And I took off the little lock, because you know little locks are pretty cheap and ugly, and I added one of these Tim Holtz, these new ring fasteners, and then I hung one of these little pearl danglies that I have to use it as a clasp to open it and close it. When you open it, over here to cover the back of the rosettes and stuff, I put a few of these little cutouts, and I'm trying to see if you could pick up sorry about the glare, you could pick up the sparkle there on one of those little flat back pearls. Now, this had glass on the back, but I took that and I covered it with the paper. You can kind of see sorry for the glare, you can kind of see the stickles. I stickled almost every flower on here. And then on the bottom, let's see if I can get probably not. The cutout, I used the Paper Tray Ink Matte Stack 4, the larger one. I love that die. But it has all of the flowers, and then the video kind of doesn't pick it up a little bit right there. They're all stickled. I sat there and I stickled all of them. The funny thing is I stickled them all after the fact that I put the paper in there. So this is all of the corners are covered with the paper, with this script paper, and you can see all the lavender throughout where I painted it. So here's another one of the ephemeras from the paper collection. You can see the stickles on that one. And there's some more of those sprays. Little I Am Roses flower, the cherry blossom I made. Several of these with little pearls. And this little spray goes all the way over here, and these are some of the gardenias, the lavender gardenias from I Am Roses. So it closes like that. And on the back it's pretty plain, you guys saw, but just that paper, everything is distressed, vintage photo. I was actually inspired by this little thing that I have on my candy station. You guys probably saw it in my craft room tour, where I hold some of my pearls and accents that I found at an antique store when I went antiquing for my birthday last year. More on that later. I also made a little card. She also would have liked a card, so I said, you know what, I'm already making this, why not? And I put it in this glassine bag that I just stamped with it. I think this is a Tim Holtz script stamp. Put some seam binding that I dyed. The seam binding also on the box I dyed. I forgot what color I used. I think I used a Stampin' Up! Reinker. And I put one of these gardenias, and then I stickle the heck out of that one too. So I used just a smaller card. Let's see if it'll pick up the light. You'll see the stickles. I think I might have gotten carried away. So it's a good thing she likes stickles. So I used one of those sprays again. One of these, I think these are the S10 roses, and this little pink rose. One of these other white ones, just a little ephemera piece here. Another one of those gardenias. On this one, the flowers, these aren't stickled, but all of this cutouts, I fussy cut some of the images right here from the paper collection. You can see all the little, cool, I'm glad it's reflecting. And it's with the bow, the little bird nest, and the key. And I stickled the little girl as well in the frame. And then I just distressed the edges with the gold paint dauber. And there's one of these big flat back pearls. And on the inside I just used the paper as well to cover it. I haven't written a message yet. I'm going to be shipping it out tomorrow. I just have to get her address. But that is the little card. And like I said, I used a lot of stickles. I got carried away. I actually enjoyed it. And then it goes in there. And the size of the card, I think it's 3.5 by 5. I made it in the size so it would fit right in the little box. So when I ship it out to her. So there's the Trinket box. I hope you guys like it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please, I'd appreciate them. And I'm going to go and set up this video for her. But I also wanted to say that she inspired me, her and Crafty Cakes have inspired me to do a birthday challenge. So I know I mentioned it in my craft room video, so I'm going to do it, and it's going to be of a vintage theme. So stay tuned for that, and thanks again. Bye.